host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016. There's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he opts to not... The first drive will start at the 25.
Here we go. Ultra.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, here's Mitchell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A nice stick and stop for a loss here from Jalen Phillips.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Right. Check, right.
And now they'll throw with Lance. And this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Okay, ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The Lance going to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wilson's got it complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This defense for the Niners, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Couple of Alabama guys there. 2 and a Waddle for the Miami first. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Black dot. Red, yellow.
A first carry now for Chase. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From midfield, here's Lance. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Lance to throw it. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, check mega.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Lance now to throw. Complete, and it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Lance now on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Jennings was the one he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Check 2.
Lance going to hold on to it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
They'll run with Mitchell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
Ready. It's Mega.
Once more with Mitchell. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Mitchell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind. 4th down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The kick by Gold is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
Ready up.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. He'll take this inside the 40. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Able to find Gray here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Here we go.
10. From the gun, it's Lance. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go.
Lance going to sneak it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game, CD, some are calling it the game of the year. Others are saying, hey, this is the Super Bowl preview. As we speak, these are the top seeds in each conference. How do you think these two teams approach this one internally?
And I think that we both subscribe to the theory that it is the game of the year so far, and it could be a Super Bowl preview. I know outwardly both teams are going to tell us, hey, it's 1 of 16. We're going to do what we do. Let's just go ahead and play our game. But I think we both know that internally,
Mostert hit and he drops the ball. And this is going to be 49er football. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks. And, of course, you remember last week's game, such a close affair. That hurt him.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball because, remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So you got to take care of the ball, lock it away, high and tight, as you often hear from running back coaches. 4 points of pressure, fingertips, forearm, biceps, sternum, or chest. Put it away.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Once again, it's Mitchell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Ready. Ultra. Go ultra.
Lance looking to throw it. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Lance going back to the air after the pick 6. And he will find his man Samuel. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lance. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Lance finding Kittle. First down, San Francisco.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Ready.
Lance now on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
10 cycles. Ready?
Now a play fake. Lance tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the turnover, it's Tua. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On second down, this is Edmonds. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking deep for Jennings. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Lance. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he whips that one incomplete there. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you cross-country to our Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. On play action, here's Tua. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the 2nd half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Lance. And this is caught. Jennings. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Lance to throw it. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lance to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Right.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll buy some time right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
That's taken at around the 40. There's the stiff arm. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Left.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have cut it back within a score. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Lance going to try to throw for this. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Tua now on 1st down. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, smash!
A handoff running left is Mostert. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Smash. Red.
Running on first down with Gasket. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch it. 6. Ready.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And out of bounds right around the 20. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline. But what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 9, Tua on the screen. This is Edmonds. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
Set, hut. Good, 52.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On the double.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Red, yellow.
Tua going to hand this to Gaskin. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Let's
The
go.
Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
It's a run with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Taken in at the 3. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Ready.
To throw, it's Lance. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Fight, 97.
Here's Lance. Touchdown! George Kittle, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
On 2nd and 7, Tua. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 1 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Yellow, go. Ready.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it. It helped pop that ball free.
Tua on 4th down. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a play fake. Lance rolling to his right. He finds Kittle going across the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down. Lance looking to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Christian Wilkins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start on the ground with Mostert, and he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 2nd down, here's Mostert again. Room here to run. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Drill green. Little check.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They hand it off to Mostert. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 31 yards. And the Dolphins extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 15 now.
49ers 18.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
10 cycles.
The Lance going to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
97, slide 2.
Working from the gun, Lance. Pass complete, Samuel. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Watch out now, 50 Fury. The black, white. Ready?
Shotgun now for Lance. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Ready, set.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, it's Lance. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Ready.
Desperation time here. Lance. That's to his running back, complete. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Lance looks to throw again. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. But what a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for the Dolphins, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, there will be no perfect season here as the win streak to start the year ends at 11. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.